Hi, I'm Jer. Welcome to Kill-Divill, where we focus on rum and cocktails. Today we are going to make what I call a Dark and Stormier number 1. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. In either case, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy what I'm doing here. As always, timestamps are down below if you want to go right to the recipe. Otherwise, here's a little background. The first local spirit I ever bought was StormBringer Spiced Rum from Brewstillery in Roseville, Minnesota. At the time, I knew much less about making cocktails than I do now, so I went to their website to see what I could do with it besides just mixing it with Coke. One of their recipes was something they called the Dark and Stormier, which was based on what is internationally known as a Dark and Stormy. Because it was made with StormBringer Spiced Rum, StormBringer, in a Dark and Stormy, they called it a Dark and Stormier. Fast forward a couple years when I started this channel and I wanted some recipes I could make, and I noticed that their Dark and Stormier recipe had changed. Now it was closer to something called a Jamaican Mule. So that is Dark and Stormier number 2, while the original recipe, which is closer to a internationally known Dark and Stormy, is Dark and Stormier number 1. A note on the rums. You can really only make a Dark and Stormier with StormBringer Spiced Rum. If you do not have access to this rum for some reason, feel free to use a rum of your choice. However, note it is no longer a Dark and Stormier, not even a number 1 or a number 2. But maybe you can call it a Dark and Stormier number 3. To make this drink, the first thing I'm going to do is fill my Collins glass with ice. Oh, hey. Now, officially the recipe says to put the rum in first. That's going to be 2 ounces of StormBringer Spiced Rum, 2 ounces of 60 milliliters. If you wanted to float it instead, I would not be opposed to that. But I'm going to stick to the official recipe. Next, your ginger beer. The official recipe calls for 3 1/3 ounce. Am I going to measure 3 1/3 ounce for the sake of the recipe? Yes, I am. In practice, no, I'm not. 2 1/3. Next, a couple of dashes of bitters. The recipe does not specify what type of bitters. I'm going to use Angostura. It makes it a great drink. Put a straw in there. And finally, the garnish, lime wedge. And there you have it, a Dark and Stormier number 1. Drink with good spirits.